Yo. Hi. Hard breathing through kid on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so. Go get ready, big man thing. My people crazy, you better like it. Go get ready, my people crazy, you better like it. Kuta, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuta, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, but what baby? It's a dazzle thing, karibu tu caliente. Give me this one fight, girl, I'm here to conquer, girl, In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the baddest. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Abri, I'm a bigger man. Careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Kuta, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuta, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get ready, big man city. My people crazy, you better like it, yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and Kenya on this madness.
Ati, spola pale wesi mi roga mama sita mi ufanya madem mwenye wanabaki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tunabo tuko party tunaban hii weekend tukendi yo hashtag check it tunaban press it to the one cha madem pako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh pako fiti weekend tunaban adiche wanja for the G top on the panty
Kuta, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuta, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man.
Dirk Nowitzki has a workout routine that's impossible to emulate. The fun part is that many incoming rookies attempt to join him when they first join the team. But after a month or two, Dirk is alone once again. You can only pretend to be great for so long. The great ones just do it naturally. And we're live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, yeah, dude, no, man, I can't just start it early. That's not what I do. It's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock exactly. What's up, bro? It does. All right, and we do that because in my coaching career and late in my playing career, I've tried to be a perfectionist. I've always loved perfectionists. I've never been one because that's not naturally who I am. I'm a room dirty, homework at the last second sort of guy. All right, but I think starting like in like maybe fifth grade, I tried to change who I was, and I saw all these people on like TV. I saw like like Bill Gates and like all these like special people like Michael Jordan, and I wanted to be like them. So I went against who I was, and I started acting as if. Just as if I were like great and just, like running like Rocky, I don't know, like outside. And I would just like fake it. That's not naturally who I am. And I was faking it the whole time. But I think that Kobe Bryant faked it. But he faked it like enormously well. Again, he even chewed his gum like Michael Jordan, man. And so what I'm trying to do for you guys is now I'm like pretty close to perfectionist. I still mess up a lot, but I try to start everything on time. I try to make sure you guys are held accountable every single time. So like I will never bend, and like I've had people like scream at me, cry, get mad, angry. Parents like quit. I've lost like thousands of dollars over it. But if you're not there like for an elite team game on time, it used to be that you just don't play that game. I don't care how far that you came, and that if there was traffic. Some car flipped over and you were late. You're just not there. And I just didn't play them. I've changed that rule since, and I made it you don't play the first half. Because that's what the top teams do. And that's okay. All right? But me doing that is part of the reason why every player in our program, in the history of our program, who's shown up a lot, has just wildly improved, more than they would have at any other program. I truly believe that. So, yes, I will not start 15 seconds early because that's not what I do. I am perfect. And if we shoot for perfection and we fail, we're still pretty darn high. So let's start out with our quote of the day real quick. Let's see where we are in that regard. All right, you live only once. I don't know why I couldn't find a thing that said you only live once. I mean, it's supposed to be YOLO, right? But I think legit in the, let me check real quick. Yeah. In the book, it says you live only once. That was the quote that I got from like a major website. And like, I had like 371 quotes. So I didn't check every single one. I mean, yeah, I checked a lot of them, but yeah, who doesn't put this as YOLO and puts it as YOLO? Yellow, but still. All right, yes, you live only once. All right, and this doesn't mean just go skydiving every single day. It means you're not perfect. I know, that was the whole point of that speech, Rohit Das. You try to be perfect. All right, but yes, it doesn't mean that you go skydiving every single day. It doesn't mean that like you're death-defyingly living like you're actually gonna die tomorrow. But you don't take today for granted. And you go out there and you ensure that you do everything that you can in this lifetime. All right? And with the pandemic, that got everyone, a lot of people thinking like, dude, I just want to do this. I just want to do that in my life. And they called it the Great Resignation. So many people have quit over the last like year or so that they started doing careers that they actually like love to do. So like all these parents who are like, you must be a doctor, you must be a lawyer. Now those idiots are saying, you must be happy. All right, we're taking mental abilities, mental illnesses. How do I say that? We're taking mental health. There you go. We're taking mental health seriously. All right. We're just making sure that people are happy in this world. And I thought that it all was like lost. I was like, dude, ain't no one gonna be trying now. And then I saw someone who said, you know what I am? I am I'm an economist or something like that. Like, I don't know. They like work with like numbers, like finance. I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, when did you start doing that? They're like, 6 months ago. I was like, what? I was like, what did you do before? They're like, I was a bartender and an artist. I was like, wait, what? I was like, you were a bartender and an artist. They're like, yeah, I didn't like that. I like numbers. And I was like, that's crazy. So that person quit a fun job to do like a boring job, but it was like lovely for them. And everyone has their own passions. What's up, Noah Masseth? Anyways, yeah, so you live only once. You only live once. All right? Take care of the things that matter to you. And if it's a passion of yours, apply your hard work to that passion, or else you're just wasting away. So take care of that. All right, anyways, moving on. I want to speak about Steph Curry real quick, because he's on the precipice of a very historic night. All right. I do believe that the NBA rigged this. I mean, kind of. Okay, they were at least hoping for this. I remember saying 3 games ago that Steph wasn't going to hit 16 threes until he played New York, the New York Knicks, on TNT with Reggie Miller watching. I mean, like, it was just too perfect. And my friend was like, yeah, good luck with that. He's on a tear. And then he had a bad game. Then they, like, all this other stuff happened. Then another game happened. And he went 3 games without making 16 threes, which for a normal person, that's okay. But for him, that's kind of crazy. So now he's 1 away from tying it, 2 away from breaking it. And Ray Allen's going to be there at the game. So it's so random that this just happened to work for the NBA. But no, I don't think that they like totally rigged it. But yo, I heard that they were hacking the crap out of him with the Pacers last night. So, I mean, they weren't making it easy on him. All right. This should be the night. I think he's only had a few games when he's only hit like 1 3. But per this article, before that, he's one of the most dominant players in the history of the NBA. And it's weird because he's small. That's the strange part. If you look at like complete domination of the NBA, who has done that throughout the years? Well, there was George Mikan, and they had to change the rules for him. Anytime that they have to change the rules for you, you know that you're amazing. For George Mikan, he's the reason that we don't know that it's called a key. I'm sorry. George Mikan is the reason that we don't know why the inside rectangle is called a key. Because before, it used to be a circle and then a very skinny line. So, basketball key, let me see. Skinny. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, is that it? Old, original, how about that? Original. I can't even find a picture of it. But yeah, it used to be very skinny on the inside. And so it looked more like a key. But George Mikan was so dominant that they had to widen it out. All right. I can't really find it. Let me see it. George Mikan basketball key. There it goes right there. All right. So here's the basketball key by before George Mikan changed it right here. And this is what it looked like. All right. This thing right here. And that's what the game looked like. But George Mikan would just stand right here and score like every single time since he was so tall. And they had to change it. So they made it wider to the key that we now know and love, which is just straight line, straight right there. All right. And then you get a person like Shaquille O'Neal coming along. And then Shaq brings it. And Shaq just dominates on the inside too, even with the key being wider. Still dominates. And what they did for him, they just said, okay, zone is now allowed. Because without zone, Shaq would have just won championship after championship after championship. It was impossible. So they changed the rules for him. And then you get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like in college. He was shooting his hook shot because he wasn't allowed to dunk. They barred dunking, right? So when you're one of these 3 players, you're special, all right? And Michael Jordan, when he drove, they just started hitting him. So they changed the rules so that you couldn't just pound someone, right? Steph Curry, what he's doing right now, he's changing the game so much so, people are trying to find out ways to figure it out to bring it back down to earth. So people don't just keep jacking up threes. Like the whole world's changing. Like little kids are just jacking up threes and stuff like that. So when you're one of those players that people are even thinking about changing the rules for you, that's amazing. And I'm really proud of Steph Curry becoming the GOAT 3-point shooter. But he did start out his career with some ankle injuries. All right, he didn't play like his first like 2 years basically because he kept getting hurt, and he attributes the work ethic developed throughout those rehab sessions as focusing his mind to work on other parts of his game, just the same exact way, right? And his last game, as I've probably mentioned a couple of times, was against St. Mary's. That was my school. I had already graduated, but I was working at the school at the time. And he played against our team, and we had Patty Mills, who's still playing as well for the Brooklyn Nets right now. And Patty Mills and him were like the same player, basically. And we beat them that game for Davidson. It was the final game of Steph Curry's career. Final game of Patty obviously played one more game after that. But yeah, and so he was on Patty Mills level. And for his first 2 years, basically the same thing. After he got done with all his rehab stuff, he refocused himself and started working out harder than like almost every player in the game. And that's why he is who he is today. So when you have the greatest shooter in the world still working harder than you at shooting, you're not catching him. He's something special. All right, so if you're the best player on your team, best player in your school, and you're not the hardest worker, you're doing yourself a disservice. But a lot of people get to that level and they go, I'm already the best. Why do I have to keep working? No, because you're the best, you have to keep working. And if you're not the best, you want to work until you become the best and then keep working. So it's all about working the end. All right, let's start off with our elementary school drills real quick. We got partner passing, football catch, sideline of bounds, inbound seal, taking a charge, running hook shots, hook series with D. All right. For partner passing, it's bounce, pass the ball. Make sure that you are low enough. Make sure that you twist your body. All right. And then it's bounce, crossover, then pass. That you each have a basketball and you're passing the ball to each other. You want to push yourself, and push the other person as well. Then it's bounce, cross. Make sure that you're moving your body from side to side. Then it's bounce, cross between your legs, behind your back, pass the ball. It's a little easier to define in person, but just know that it's this stuff. All right. Then we go between our legs twice, 1, 2, and then pass the ball. Then we can go behind our back with the passes. But basically, it's just partner passing, going back and forth. Yo, John, since I've been playing, I've always been told to stay low when you're dribbling, but I've noticed at the higher levels like college and NBA, stay upright and keep their chest up. What are your thoughts on this? Definitely stay low. I think at the higher levels, they're allowed to get away with stuff. The best way to explain it is like the LeBron James layup or dunk. LeBron James crosses the ball over and he dunks it. When you're at that level and you're that good, you can kind of do some stupid stuff. All right? And the reason that you're doing stupid stuff is probably because you dominated your entire life. So you never like got caught up too. So for me, when I first started playing basketball when I was like, I think 4th or 5th grade, I just went straight down the court and I scored every single time. So I never developed an outside shot. So if you were to ask me, hey, should I just go straight down the court and try to score every single time? I would say no. And then you would be like, but John did it. And I'd be like, yeah, but he was a lot bigger than you are and a lot better. And furthermore, when he did that, that's why he never developed a top-level shot. So if you take these people who are dribbling high, they can probably do it at that level. But when they get to a higher level, like they have like an elite defender in the NBA guarding them, it's going to catch up to them. And if it never does, that means that they're like as good as Ben Simmons. So maybe it doesn't matter. All right. But I do know that the best point guards do have the ball low. They do get low, and they're strong low. And that's where you get like Russell Westbrook just exploding by people because he's like low, like a freaking animal. So that's what I would say for that. Don't try to copy off the best players because they're doing stuff that they're basically see it as like them like showing off. All right. They are they're like what animal is that? They're like antelope. All right. Antelopes, they have handicap behavior. Basically, and we as human beings do too. It's a very human habit, but also animalistic habit too. Antelopes, when they're being chased by lions, they don't move. And the lion's running toward them, and they're still. And the lion's running toward them, about to kill them, and they stay still. Then the lion gets 5 feet away from them, and then they go boom and jet, and they beat the lion. Sometimes they get caught and killed. Usually they get away. Scientists were like, why do they do this? And the reason is to impress a girl. All right, they are doing that to show the female species that I am so fast I can wait. We as human beings, especially males, we do the same thing. I am so rich, I can buy this nice watch. I am so rich, I can buy this nice car. And the woman sees it and goes, "Wow, you're so rich you can just waste money? Nice." So I think it's like that too. You're so good, you could just dribble the ball right in front of someone. And we have like that kind of like habit to do that. I say squash them. All right. You stay low. You do everything perfect. Even if you're Giannis, don't cross the ball over. Keep it up and then just destroy them. And now he's like extra dominant because he doesn't choose to just mess around with the ball. All right. So be like Giannis. Change speed, direction, and height. No, speed, direction, and wait, what is it? Speed, direction, and hands, homie. All right. Moving on, we got football catch. We're going to throw the ball long to you so you can run up under it, catch it long, and then score with just 2 steps. Also, you guys can practice throwing the ball long with the right or the left hand. All right, and we do this during practice. We started using an actual football. Now we just use a basketball so you can score it. Sideline of bounds, inbound seal. When someone's on your side, you want to step over their foot, over their hand, seal them, booty bump them off, and create room between between your defender and where the ball will be by putting yourself sideways in between them, not with your butt straight back. All right, you want to create space. Go like this, point away from yourself. The pass should be pump faked high, put down to your knee, then bounce past away, and then you explode to the ball. And that's how you can get an inbounds pass, especially from the sideline. Taking charges, we got to rotate over soon. All right, so if you are trying to take a charge and you have somebody with the ball right here, and you're a defender like this, and this person gets driven around, you can't wait. All right? You can't wait. As soon as he crosses the 3-point line, you have to start going. You can't stand here. You got to react faster than that. The second he crosses that 3-point line, you sprint to right here outside the key so he can't dunk on you. And he'll sprint down there to take your spot. And that's how you funnel him in to take a charge. If you're coming over late, which most players do, especially your age, and you don't come over until he's about right there, and then you only step that far, that's not charge territory. That is, I'm going to foul him territory. All right, or I have to move out of my way, or I'm going to get dunked on territory. So taking a charge all depends on rotation, someone covering down for you, and you reacting fast enough to get outside the key so that you can take a charge, just, like outside that circle, but get outside the key so he can't even like stand a chance on it. So best case or worst case, whatever, he dribbles back and then gets it back away because you helped out so fast. Basically, you're just double teaming as soon as they cross the 3-point line. That's the goal. All right. Lastly, and then we have our trivia right after this. Running hook shots, just like Magic Johnson, coming down the middle. We have running hook shots, dribble down the middle from the sideline, dribble right down the middle. Take one dribble with your opposite foot down, then pick the ball with 2 hands, take 2 steps just like a layup, turn your head but don't turn your body, shoot the ball over both shoulders, going out in a 45-degree angle for a hook shot. You can use the off arm going straight up and then shoot the hook shot going up at 45, not from down here. Up at 45, not straight up, but at 45, and then you're good to go. All right, it's height. Yeah, don't change your height. Don't change your height. It's harder to guard someone who goes from 4 feet to 6 feet. Just stay low and stay strong. When you drive around them, be low. I don't know who's telling you guys to stand straight up. Do not do that. All right. You guys just make up stuff all the time. It's crazy. You know what I think that is? That's also handicapping. Like, I can tell you the answer to the test. I can be like, yo, 1 + 1 is 2. And most of you guys will listen. But then like this guy back here, Kyrie, he'll be like, maybe the world isn't round. And then you have a whole bunch of idiots believing him. Guys, I'm not lying to you. Just trust me, okay? You stay low on offense, okay? God. But I guess if you guys want to handicap yourself, I guess you can, because the players that listen will then dominate, and, that's what I'm here for. Whoever listens kills it, all right? Hook series with D. All right, throwing the ball up off the backboard, catching it, being diagonal toward the bank shot, and then as someone pushes you out, you want to keep your anchor foot in, the inside foot in, and then you push back to shoot. Second, that's the first one is just shooting. The second one is pushing back. Third one is they try to come over. You rip the ball through and shoot with the opposite arm. All right, that's all those things right there. And We're going to come back to, you know what? We're going to go trivia right now and then go to commercial break. So, trivia question for today is... Good luck with trivia. We got Finn Kaufman with 7, Connor Rush with 2, Rohit Dawes with 1, and Sean Amin with 1. The winner of the trivia for the month gets a coin. Finn Kaufman says he's won every single month, but 1 month. And that was because he had basketball practice. So good luck with the trivia question today. Trivia question is this. Way too easy a trivia question. Man. Yeah, of course it's that answer, but it's okay. All right. So Will Chamberlain once scored 100 points in a basketball game. That's the leader for the entire game. I want to know which player holds the NBA record for most points scored in 1 quarter. Which NBA player? You shouldn't even have to Google this one, guys. You should know this one. Which NBA player holds the NBA record for most points in a quarter? And I will see you guys right after these commercial messages. That was the inertia wave. We use those things to get stronger. Not even Gronk was really doing them correctly in that commercial. But yes, Noah Masseth with the win right there. Now, Dylan spelled Clay as Killa. I like that. But it is Clay Thompson. Noah beat you to it by a second. Noah Masseth, let me add your name to the list, man. Noah Masseth, like that. And then you get 1 point for the day. Congratulations and welcome to the leaderboard, homie. Doing everything. Killing it. All right. Moving on. Let's check our homework for the day. Speaking of Noah, he posted some homework. All right. I posted some videos as well. But Noah, great job posting homework. Congratulations on your first post. Rohit Dawes posted some homework. And let me get this real quick. Let me see. So I got... All right. For those of you guys with the book, I don't know why I chose the green book when I have a green screen behind me. Does that mess up anything? You can still see it. Yeah, it's cool. All right. So anyways, yes, if you have the book, this will tell you the homework to do. All right. When you open it up in the beginning, it tells you some monthly homework to do. And each month has its own set of homework. You can draw on the book, whatever, write it down, or you can go to our website, Limitless Hoops, and print it out in the challenges section under homework. And you can turn it in to me at the end of the month. No kid in Colorado's ever turned one of these into me. In California, Finley Chastain turned in 2 straight years worth of homework to me. But other players have done it as well. Then you can also do that for homework that you film. All right. The homework for this month is just free throws, and it tells you how many free throws to shoot. But again, all that information is on our website. You don't even need the book. But in the book, we have our daily challenges. That can be your homework as well. Again, you have options for this homework, or you can just turn it all in. All right. Like Rohit swears he does, but he doesn't. All right. And so it'll tell you the challenge to do for the day. Or lastly, you can do the itinerary for tomorrow. We will tell you what the stuff is about today that we're doing tomorrow. And you can do each one of them for 5 minutes a pop. All right. And you can just try them out. All right. And work on them for 5 or 10 minutes and post each one of those as your daily homework. And then you can be prepared for the actual next day's workout. All right. Well in advance. So you basically will work on it once before practice, once during practice, and then once afterwards if you wanted to after you learn what it was. All right, so you can go over something 3 times. And if we ever get people doing that, it's a home run. Not even Rohit's negativity can stop it. Because he's always going, Rohit's saying this all the time, if you did the book, you still can't make it. You're still going to suck. This book sucks. That's what Rohit's always saying. And it's because he's the negative Nancy. All right? And trust me, no one can do this book. That's my only negative. But the positive is, yes, no one except for someone who's going to make the NBA. I guarantee you, most every NBA player growing up could have done this book. But I also guarantee you, I would say, 80% of NBA players could have done this when they were growing up. But out of the general population of people, who didn't make the NBA, even college players, how many could have done this growing up? 10%? Maybe. College players. Out of regular people, less than 1%, easily. It's not possible for a regular kid to do this. It's impossible for a regular kid to do this because once you start doing it, you're going to become great. So there you go. That's my spill. No matter what Rohit says, that's the answer, guys. All right. We got our story of the day right after this stuff. We got our middle school stuff real quick. We have our free throws, 10 to run under 5 minutes. 15-second sprints times 4. This is the stuff that we're supposed to be doing where you don't even need the book because you're watching the show. So you can take a screenshot of this and then do these workouts online. You can find under our curriculum the actual workouts so you can see some video of it or whatever. We do need all the video up though, so that'll take some time. You can always ask questions though if you don't know what they are, and I can try to describe it to you here. All right, pounds, drives, and pull-ups, box jumps, split jumps to shots. And then for the high school, we got fake behind the back, 3 decision drill, Reddick chase drill, anchor breaker crossover, penetrate and fill drill, then sprint dribble cone touch. All right. Then lastly, let's get to our story of the day. Here goes our story of the day. Watch it.
Be prepared to work hard and be willing to accept destructive criticism. Without 100% dedication, you won't be able to do this. Their words may hurt, and what they're saying may be absolutely wrong. But creatively looking to improve your game in any way possible is never a bad thing.
So you may have an idiot coach who may be wrong when he's critiquing you. He's like, "Oh, I don't like your shot because of blah blah blah," right? And you. Or he may say it in a bad way, where he might make you sad. Either way, listen to him. Listen to him and fix it a little bit. I mean, because even if you're Steph Curry, you can work on your shot. You don't have to do exactly what they say, but think about it. Be like, maybe. There's always room for improvement. That should be your approach to stuff. All right? It shouldn't be like, I hate this dude, or he's wrong, and just ignore it. All right? If anyone points out anything, just listen to their advice and then take it with an open mind and say maybe. Or, you know what, they were wrong, but I could improve it this way. All right? You can't take stuff negatively that will only help you out. All right? You can't take it as a negative if it's going to help you out because it's your job to creatively come up with ways to get better. All right? And even if he's just like, "Oh, you suck," be like, "So this guy's a hater. All right, I got to prove him wrong. I got to prove him wrong," like that. And, whatever. So turn everything into a positive, including all the criticism in the world. And you can't be afraid of the criticism, especially when it's right. All right? And when they are correct, you have to take a good, hard look in the mirror and fix it. All right? One thing that I wanted to show you guys was our award ceremony. It went so well, and I posted a video of it online so you could check that out too. But I want you to see this, all right, real quick. All right, this is the map right here that we gave the kid, and it ran him all the way to this place. That's his mom, and we had to dig. This video has us digging for 10 seconds. Yo, we were digging for an hour. All right, an hour. And the funniest part is, I'm the person that buried it. I just messed up and just forgot where the thing was. It was crazy. And we were digging for so long. And then all this trench. See that whole trench right there? We dug all that by hand. I had to use a knife from my car to get it. But then we finally found it right there. All right, and that made all our lives. It was like searching for a buried treasure. And he got his free year's stuff, and he got 20 coins, so that's worth $1,000 worth of gear. So hopefully he's just pimped out by the next March. What is it? Picture Day, where we get to buy other gear as well. So yes, you saw it, Dylan. Yeah, it was crazy. It was so hard to find that thing, and now, if anyone ever says that they found some buried treasure and you're like, really? Is that how your family got rich? Yo, give them some credit. It is hard to find buried treasure, dude. It is hard, okay? Anyways, that's my story and that's my time. Here's the quote of the day. All right, quote of the day is, you live only once. All right, you only live once. All right, so make today count, make every day count. If you're coming to workouts tomorrow, I will see you then. Sign up for it. Dylan, nice to see you again. Noah Massive, congratulations on your first trivia win. And then Roey Dawes, great job, great job, great job. Keep posting, you guys. All right, that's my time. I'm out. Reese's Pieces, homie!